the basics of storytelling, identifying themes and genre in film. So what is storytelling in film? Storytelling in film is conveying a narrative through moving images, sound, and dialogue. It engages audiences, it conveys emotions, and creates meaning. Without story, we're not here. In fact, one of the greatest stories, if not the greatest story ever told, is the story of Jesus Christ. And I think if you look at how we came to be, the story of Adam and Eve, till now, God is a storyteller. God is a creator. There's a book that you guys are going to be working through called Naming the Animals, and it really talks through the finer points of how God himself is a creator and how we are each a piece of that creation. And because we're a piece of the creator, there is creativity inherently in us. So move forward in your creativity knowing that you have the divine. Let's identify some themes in film. Theme is a central idea or message of a story. Examples of common themes are love and relationships, good versus evil, overcoming adversity, self-discovery. Each of these themes, or different themes within a story, drives the narrative. And the narrative is the story that we're following from beginning to end. Right now, we're going to explore some film genres. Oh, Rocky, one of my favorite movies. Some say it's a sports movie. I say it's a love story. Definition of a genre is a category characterized by similarities in form, style, or subject matter. Some of the major genres are action, comedy, drama, horror, science fiction. We also have faith-based films. And faith-based films is something that I've actually been really delving into the last part of my career, the most recent part of my career. And I find that the genres that you delve into as a creator, as a viewer, really help shape your artistic style. And what we intake also really matters. What are film styles? There's distinctive aesthetic or visual film approaches, cinematography, editing, sound design, production design. Each of these really are important and integral in the connectivity of your film. Some of the key film styles are realism, focusing on the authentic and natural storytelling. Expressionism, a highly stylized, emphasized, emotional mood and style. They have surrealism, which is a dreamlike, imaginative, and often abstract style. Classicism, which is a balanced, polished narrative. And these each give examples of renowned films. You can see here we have An American in Paris, 8.5. Humphrey Bogart we're going to learn about all these great artists. But you have to have vision in film. And I want you guys to think about your style, your vision, what it is you want to get across. And some of the great visionaries are Steven Spielberg, Spike Lee. You can see Aronofsky. They're different filmmakers, but each of them are great because they have their own unique style. And what I want you guys to think about is there's a temptation to imitate, and there's a temptation to try and copy what exists. But part of what makes these artists so great is that they've created their own unique style, your own unique energetic signature. You guys are all unique and wonderfully made, beautifully and wonderfully made. So we want to accentuate that. So style supports storytelling by enhancing an emotional resonance. It defines a film's tone. It reflects the theme visually. For example, horror films are usually low lit, low lighting, sharp sound design, building tension throughout. Building of tension is actually the key to most great suspense or horror type films, but all movies have an arc and they have a beginning, middle, and end, and we're going to go through that when we get to the writing section. But you want to think about how you can identify what your signature will be. Will it be you're a great storyteller in terms of building that suspense? Are you a great storyteller in terms of creating great bonds between characters, visually or aesthetically pleasing? We can see some of these different film styles. We have some directors live in close-ups. Some directors live in wide shots to really show the vast expanse of the land, as in Westerns. Some live in mediums because they want to display the relationship between two people. You can see in these different examples here, these different visuals, how different directors aesthetically communicate visually to the audience. So what are you going to communicate visually? What is it you want to say as an artist? Do you want to really show the world that we're living in, the universe? Do you want to really show the human emotion? Think about that as we start developing our own unique style. So if we look at the summary of what we went over, we just touched on the themes, the genres, and how we create a foundation of storytelling. When you look at that first chapter of Naming the Animals, that is going to give you a really nice foundation of how you are going to approach creating. We talked about film styles. I'd love to hear from you guys on which particular film style you like and which genre that you guys like. And maybe you can also elaborate on not only the film style that you like, it may be different than the film style that you go into as a creator, that you focus on. So let me know if you guys have any questions. That is our first touch today on what we're going to be jumping into this week. Look to the notes. I'm going to have some reading material, some short videos, but I want you to think about what are you creating? What style? What genre do you like? What visually, aesthetically pleasing or not pleasing is that an approach you're going to take? Think about your purpose. And we're going to develop a contract that we have between ourselves and God to not only make God-honoring content, but to always put forth our best work. So that's it for this week, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.